Fuck me. Alright. I figured out how to fix it. So when Mino calls Toyama and Toyama's running, you're not supposed to tell him to go back to the office. You're supposed to tell him to lie low. And now, they're hiding in a bush. Hiding, and Osawa sees them hiding. He looked around wide-eyed. He spotted Osawa watching from the alleyway. Help, the man called. Help me. Please. If these guys catch me, Oh! The father's eyes went wide when he got a look at Osawa's face. You're... Huh? Osawa thought he recognized this fugitive too, though he couldn't remember from where. There were some real nasty guys after us, the man said. I know I have no right to ask you this, but please, at least help me keep my daughter safe. Probably should go to the police if... No! They won't be able to help me with this. Please, I'm begging you, help me. I'm sorry, but... Please, if not me, then at least help my daughter, the man pleaded. Osawa looked down at the girl. Unlike her father, she was calm and reserved. She reminded him of Maria just a little. Osawa couldn't stand idly by. He decided to help them evade the pursuers. Alright, follow me. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh. He led them to the back of his house and to the storage shed out back. You can lie low in here for a while if you like, he said. The shed was fairly large. There was plenty of space for the man and his daughter. I'm so sorry, the man said. I'm not sure how I can possibly thank you. Don't worry. Osawa closed the shed door and headed out back to take a look around. And then two thuggish-looking men, no doubt the people they were running from. Oh yes, I think I saw them run through here. Which way did they go? That way. Sweet, we almost got them. The pair sped away. Jesus. And caught up to the shed. Alright, they're gone. The doors stay closed, however. I'm really sorry, the man called back from inside. Those guys might come back this way. Is it okay if we hide out here for a little while longer? He sounded desperate. Pitiful, really. Sure, go ahead, Osawa said. With that, he headed back inside. Evidently, he wasn't just going to have any time alone today, no matter where he went. Please save. Thank you. Now I can leave. Because you're going to get the same ending. But with Kano... Jesus. It's fucking ridiculous, the shit I had to go through, bro. I had to look it up, and it was a thread discussion on Steam, and every guide is wrong. Every guide tells you to go back to the office, when really you're supposed to tell them to lie low. And that's the only way you can have Osawa's interaction, is if you tell them to lie low. Jesus. And sure enough, the second man approached the one holding the briefcase. After exchanging a scant handful of words, he took the briefcase and walked off. Sasayama? I'll handle guy with the case. Got it! Sasayama broke into a run, chasing after the man who'd taken the ransom. Kano hung up his phone and rushed to close the distance with the other man. You there! Stop where you are! The suspect turned and Kano recognized his face. It was indeed a member of the foreign crime syndicate that operated in Shibuya. Is the hostage safe? Kano demanded. The man's only response was an unsettling grin. Answer me! Though he repeated the question, the man stayed silent. Kano... took out a pair of handcuffs and reached for the suspect's wrist. In Japan, the belt that makes up the part of the officer's duty uniform has a storage pouch for the handcuffs. The man pulled a knife from his breast pocket and swung it right at Kano's face. Kano managed to jerk away in time, but his momentum carried him too far backwards and he sprawled onto the pavement. Damn! The suspect was already making a run for it. Suddenly, a large car of foreign make skidded to a halt. Hey, that's a Chevy Blazer. It's American. Blocking off the man's escape route. A tall Caucasian man jumped out. He wore sunglasses and a crisp suit. Now cornered, the fleeing suspect brandished his knife. Be careful! Be careful! Before he didn't have time to finish shouting his warning, there was a metallic ping! And the knife went flying into the air. The man in the sunglasses had snapped his right foot up, sending the weapon flying. As the attacker's jaw dropped in astonishment, the newcomer proceeded to elbow him right in the face. The blow connected and the suspect went down hard. Ah! Ow! The suspect turned his head to look at Kano. His mouth moved as if he was attempting to say something. Oh! God! You know, I got it out. The man in the sunglasses kicked him in the face. With a groan, the perp slumped down unconscious. Hey! Kano snapped. What the hell are you doing? He stormed over to the man with the sunglasses. Who are they? Is that the FBI? The man nonchalantly dusted off his suit. You guys were ordered to watch and see where these guys rent, right? He spoke in fluent Japanese. Imagine you are a Japanese person who has never been in a situation where you suddenly had to speak to a foreigner. You haven't used English in ages. Your tension grows. You think back to the English class and nothing you remember is helpful. You muster up the courage to choke out a same word. Do you? The foreigner responds fluently in your own language. Now, hago de dajubi desu. It's alright, I speak Japanese. What happened to that Japanese sense of honor I've heard so much about? Who are you? I'm from the U.S. Embassy's Regional Security Office. I presented Kano with his ID. Jack Stanley. Jack Stanley. His title was listed as Security Assistant Officer. Kano glanced at the car he'd just shown up in. The license plate was blue with white lettering. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs? But the ministry wouldn't just send some diplomat to intervene in a police investigation. We're in fucking hot water now, aren't we? Kano pulled out his phone from his pocket. Sasayama's number was displayed across the LCD screen. How are things in your end, Kano? I have the suspect in custody. How about you? Sasayama yesterday. Come on, Sasayama. He got away from me. What about the briefcase? I'm sorry, but he's still got to be around here somewhere. Want to look around some more. Sasayama hung up. What's your name, detective? Jack Stanley asked as Kano was processing this new information. Kano, from the Shibuya precinct. Alright, Kano. I'm gonna need you to follow my instructions for the next while. Why's that? Instead of answering, Stanley took out his cell phone and made a quick call. After a few moments, he held out the phone for Kano. Here, permission from your boss. What? Kano squawked. He took the phone gingerly, bracing himself. Kano speaking. You imbecile! What the hell are you thinking? That was Cruz, and he was furious. Understandably so, really. Kano had disobeyed a direct order, and for what? All he had accomplished was losing track of the briefcase. I'm sorry, sir. You really think sorry is gonna cut it? You're off the force, Kano! Kano slumped, defeated. He had no reply. He knew he deserved whatever punishment he got. Still, orders from up top didn't trump the hostage's safety. If he had gone back and done it all again, he's sure he'd make the same call. Maybe that meant he wasn't detective material, but so be it. That's what I want to tell you. Cruz continued, but for now I need you to follow the instructions of the guy there, Stanley. Do whatever he tells you. Sir? Kano hadn't seen that one coming. He disobeyed orders. That was undeniable. And yes, he knew he deserved that reprimand. But being ordered to tag along with some stranger who just turned up at the blue? What the heck? May I ask why the U.S. Embassy is involved with this? No more questions, Kano. Step in line. Please, just hold on, sir. I have no idea what's going on here. Cruz let out an exacerbated sigh. That makes two of us, kid. Well, that fucking sucks. And with that, the director hung up. It sounded like even Cruz didn't have the whole story here, which meant that orders were coming from someplace higher. A foreign syndicate moving the ransom around, the U.S. Embassy. Whatever was going on, it was more than just a local kidnapping case, and Kano was deep in the middle of it. He handed the phone back to Stanley. The two detectives from MPD arrived on the scene. Stanley handed them over the fallen criminal to them. You're chasing a bum lead, you know, Stanley said as he watched them to carry the man away. What do you mean? Kano asked. I mean, this kidnapping isn't about the money. My priority is the girl's safety. Right now, your priority is doing what I tell you to do. Kano gave him a scowl, but Stanley ignored it. That guy we just arrested, he asked. He tell you anything? No, nothing, Kano said. Really now? All trace of emotion drained from Stanley's eyes. His gaze pierced Kano like icy daggers. It had a glimmer of something dangerous. Something Kano had seen plenty of times since he joined the force. He wasn't looking into the eyes of some diplomatic liaison. No. This was a man who knew how to kill. Who'd killed people before? With some effort, Kano managed to regather his sense of professionalism. He didn't tell me anything, he repeated. I just know that he's a member of some foreign crime syndicate that works out of Shibuya. I probably know some of their hangouts. Show me, Stanley said, cool as an automaton. We'll take my car. Kano wiped some of the sweat that had beaded on his brow as they headed for the vehicle. He was just sliding into the passenger seat when Cruz radioed over the wireless. Okie dokie, folks, listen up. Childish tone was back in his voice full force. Kano stiffened on reflex. He knew what that meant. So, Hitomi Osawa has, like, gone missing. What? Kano couldn't believe his ears. Wasn't Teitano supposed to be protecting her right now? Also, Detective Teitano hasn't radioed in, and, like, we can't reach him from our end either. No way, Kano blurted out. It can't be. So yeah, Cruz continued. He might have gotten caught up in this incident too. It wasn't like a Detective Teitano's stature to go incommunicado during an investigation. It could only mean that something had happened to him. Something major. There we go. Good lord, I'm glad to be moving on this fucking time block. O'clock to 2 o'clock. Ugh, fuck me, I'm glad to be out of that time block. That fucking bad end with Kano, bro, screwed me all up. Okay. We're gonna continue with Tama's story next episode. Then we'll see who else, but oh my god, bro, I gotta take a break, bro. That fucking Kano bad end threw me for a loop. Alright, guys and gals, on to the next one.